Alright guys, we are out here again with another video. This one we're going to talk about the EQT sensors that I got. Hop right in. So we got the 2019 GTI. If you've been following the page or the channel, you've already known this car, you've seen it. Basically it is this channel. This car is the channel. I want to talk about these EQT sensors. So right here we've got two of them. For those of you who are running like upgraded turbos, hybrid turbos, things like that, these are pretty beneficial. You're able to get more potential out of your turbo. Now, the stock sensors, if you don't know, they basically control the boost mapping. These cars can peak about 28, maybe just under 29 PSI. You're kind of capped off. So if you have, for example, like I have the Vortex hybrid turbo on this car, and you know, when I first got it, peaked about 27 or so. Held it just fine, but these turbos can do more than that. Looking at the sensor itself, this one is 5 bar. We've got another sensor that looks very similar to this, down just where that connects to the throttle body pipe. And take a look at our 5 bar put sensor down there. That video's coming up next. And that one's also 5 bar. So EQT, they have this sensor kit you can purchase, and it basically allows you to read higher boost level. What does that mean? It means that you'll be able to get more power out of your car, right? You're able to run a higher PSI level and take advantage of the turbo's potential. Cool thing about these is that they're direct plug and play. I've seen a few other setups where they have to install like a boost tap. Now, the engine is still a little hot right now from driving up here and stuff, but if you see this little nipple tip right here, hang on, let's turn up the brightness so you can see this little thing right here. It's part of your manifold. People usually tap in, put their boost taps right there.
The sensor right here, 5 bar sensor.
That's how they're able to get that rolling with the EQT kit. It's pretty straightforward. You just one bolt right there, unscrew that, pop this out, put the other one in, put the bolt back. Super simple. I've never done an easier mod in my life. Yet with this little thing, I'm able to increase the PSI by a couple pounds from what it was previously at. Now the bottom one, it's a little bit trickier to get to just because, you know, it's down low. You're probably gonna have to jack up the car or find a way to get under there and, you know, angle your hand and your fingers, and same process. There's 2 bolts instead of right here. They're on this side and this side. You take those out, put the other one in, good to go. One thing to note about the sensors, guys, if you're new to GTIs, is that in order to run these things, you have to have the proper tuning for it. So if you install this, make sure you already have a map ready to go, at least a base file that's able to read these sensors. Make sure you have the right map to load up. That way you don't, you know, fuck it up. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, plug and play. It's one of the easier kits I've seen. Again, there's a few others. You tap in right there, the boost tap. That also creates a permanent hole on the manifold. I guess if you're doing what, MPI and all that, you know, you're already creating holes into the manifold. Let's see here. Place that right there. Anyways, we talked about the power, right? But how does it actually feel? This thing is crazy. This little car right here, it's a little rocket. I've had a lot of fun with this thing over the years. If you've been following the channel, you've seen what it does, what it has done before. You see the potential of this platform. I mean, what else can I say, guys? Hybrid turbo, combine those two, the lower 5 bar and the top 5 bar. You combine those and you're gonna have a good time. It is going beyond the factory sensor boost levels. So obviously you will be pushing the car more. Duh, you want more power, you gotta push the engine more. But to do it right, you have good supporting mods, you have a stout tune, great tune. Shout out EQT. So far my car's been running pretty damn good. is a lot of fun, guys. This car is pretty crazy. If you have a right tune, these things can go a long way. You should be all set and good to go. So do your research. Make sure when you install those sensors that you clean out the area. Like make sure the sensor itself isn't dirty. You know, it's not contaminated with dust and things like that. Able to boost up beyond 30 psi. Built motor guys, they usually run, I mean, it's hard to say. It depends on the setup, but I've seen 35, between 34 to 36 psi. One guy was pushing, I think 38. Just depends on the setup. But those sensors will allow you to do that. It's definitely a mod worth investing. Let's do a quick comparison, right? So 27 psi hybrid turbo pulls all the way to redline. Your stock IS20, IS38 turbos with these cars, they hit boost and then they start to dive down and taper off on the red line. With the hybrid turbo, I've said this before, it builds and maintains all the way. So I had build, maintain 27 all the way to redline, 7K. Felt great. You could already feel a big jump in power with the Vortex turbo. Now with this, hitting beyond 27 psi, oh my god. Oh shit. This thing is, it's crazy, bro. It's, you know, it built the same exact way, but you just feel like the top end, it's really, you gotta just hold on, you know, it's really there. I ran the CTSV the other day. Sadly, I didn't have my GoPro with me at the time, but I ran the CTSV. He wasn't stock. Car was super loud, sounded wicked, right? So I pulled up next to him. You know how it goes from there.
Nice car. What's the retail on one of those?
Good thing we were outside in Mexico. Ran it a couple times. Got him every single time. That was with the sensors. I think without the sensors, probably would have lost. But for a modded CTSV and for a Golf to pull on the top end of something like that, that is crazy. And I had full interior in the car. If you don't believe me, full interior. It's a little trashy right now because I've been doing some work on it, but everything's gonna get cleaned up. It's also really dusty. You got some bird shit right there. We're gonna clean this whole thing up. Pulled away from the CTSV in a 2.0 liter because of those sensors. Honestly, it was a close one, but top end, the GTI took it. I wish I had the GoPro then, but I don't, so I'm just gonna have to take my word for it. No, but in reality, man, this thing is pretty fun. EQT sensors, definitely something to look into. Take advantage of your hybrid setup, push a couple more pounds, and if you keep following the channel, you'll see this car in action more and more. So you'll see it with the sensors, what it can do. Now, I really like these headlights here. Again, the car is a little dusty, so you're gonna have to forgive me, but man, guys, these 7.5 headlights, design on them is pretty dope. I'm probably gonna make another video of how I wrapped these, with the clear coat. I mean, it's super straightforward, but if you guys want to see something like that, I can do it. This one's getting kind of old already. Again, it's dusty, right? But it's getting kind of old, and I'm thinking I'm gonna redo both sides and get it all polished up again. If you want to see something like that, let me know. As always, if you have any questions, drop it down in the comments below. EQT sensors, think about it, consider it, plug and play. It doesn't get any easier than that. And yeah, thank you for watching, and hope to catch you on the next one. Peace. Just look at it, man. This car is a lot of fun. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get it washed up now. Stay tuned for the next video, by the way. We're gonna change something on the car that I've never touched before. Maybe you can take a guess. Some of you might get it right. I don't know, we'll see. But something I've never modded on this car before, so I'm excited to finally get to that. Didn't think it would come down to it, but fuck it. Alright guys, have a good one. Take care. Bye. I believe it's Bolton's E50. See how she do.